When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome, everyone, to Acrisure Stadium, home of the Pitt Panthers. As we'll see, the number 3 team in the country, the NC State Wolfpack, taking on one of the top teams in this conference, the Pittsburgh Panthers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. NC State with the kickoff team on the field and just about ready to start. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Pittsburgh's offense comes onto the field first today. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field.
Breaks into the open. We've seen this from this sophomore, so dangerous after he makes the grab.
And how about that start to this offense? You know, oftentimes you see teams just trying to get into a rhythm, maybe an easy completion to get their quarterback feeling good. Not this offense. They take a shot and find an explosive play right out of the gate.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
They'll try the run. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Pitt will line up to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock him up close to their goal line. Gets his first one of the day off. He was called on 4 times in last week's win. So NC State's offense will have its first possession of the game. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he could hurt you, and he could be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing tackling, staying in your gaps, waiting at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible, because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to contain him, but what a challenge this defense faces today.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and short, the power run here. At the 35, he's loose. Turning on the Jets. The 20. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 at the 11. The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. Pulls and fires complete to the right. He's forced out of bounds just short of the goal line, a mere yard away from pay dirt. On the move. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a ball.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. So they got nothing on the last play. Here's it's 3rd and goal from the 1. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. And they will score! Touchdown, North Carolina State! Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. The offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
On the run, it's Pearson. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about it.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Got a man. It's Banks. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down. Pitt will have to boot this one away. 2nd time today they've been forced to punt. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Off play action on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. NC State might think about going for a big one on 2nd and short. Out of the gun to give to the back. There he goes. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
He wants to go deep. And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. A defender was right there. Trying to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Gives it on the option. And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage. NC State has work to do to convert this 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Flips it out in the flat. He's tackled right at the 40-yard line. That is well short of the 1st down, and let's see if they go for it here. On 4th down, looking to pass. Complete and looking for enough for the 1st down. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down. The inside handoff. They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. He's looking downfield to throw. And just left that pass short. Not enough juice on that one. Pitt will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Just needs a crack to get a return. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. Takes a hit as he fires. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell.
The play action fake. Fires to the middle. Oh, he drops it. That is a catch he makes 99 times out of 100, but it'll be third down. And now this offense will try to overcome that second down incompletion. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Snagged out of the air. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. The give on the option. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. On the nasty move, and now he's got room. He wasn't far from taking it to the house, and that'll be the final play of the first quarter. We've reached the break. It's NC State on top. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. They'll go back to work after changing into the field. Wants to throw on first down. That's reeled in. It's late. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. New set of downs after the completion. Looking to throw on first down. Wide open downfield. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. NC State will line up with a first and goal. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. They'll try it again from the one on second and goal. Quarterback making checks. Now on the move. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Wolfpack.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On design runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Fires to the tight end.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
The Panthers can really attack on this second and short. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that first down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
And the Panthers are at the line trying to move the sticks on third and short. They'll try to run for it. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
And so many things have to come together perfectly for a screen to work for big yardage. And they were close. You could tell that almost busted, but they just got wrapped up, got a little bit of yardage, but they really wanted that one to be a big gainer.
Running back searching for a hole. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones.
Oh, he's got some space. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. Pittsburgh going to work with a fresh set of downs.
You know, you don't see a lot of hitch throws against third down, but if you're going to give the receiver access like that, the quarterback's going to take it. That was just way too easy.
The quarterback using all of the receivers at his disposal. This time he found the fullback.
And it's nice to have a guy that can block and obviously have the versatility to also catch the football, you know, so you can mix it up and keep that defense guessing.
Grab near the sticks. It's Banks. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Throws to the wideout. Oh, he had it right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on 1st down. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Gonna look downfield again. Fires to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions. You've given up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
Short gain on the play before he slides. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. Field goal is good. Now the lead is down to 11. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. And he's not going to take the touchback. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. They'll get this drive going from the 17. To the air on 1st down. That's caught. It's late. Has plenty for the 1st down, and they stop him at the 28. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on 1st down. Finds his man. It's late. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here. Going to sling it on 2nd down. Finds his big tight end. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down. Looking downfield on 1st down. Quickly complete. A big play. Gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44. It's 1st and 10 from the 44-yard line. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Starting to feel a little pressure. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. So now it's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. It's complete. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes the grab on the left. He stopped at the 32. It'll be a first down in the waning seconds of the half. Use the play fake. Now to throw. He'll take a shot. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Well, this quarterback has really found a nice rhythm early, and he's in firm control and command of everything that's happening. They've had 2 drives, they've scored 2 touchdowns, and here on their 3rd possession, he still wants to take shots. That one obviously falls incomplete, but if you're him, I would keep spinning the beam.
Fires to the wideout. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Back to pass. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
One more snap coming before juice boxes and orange slices. Gonna run it. It's Pearson. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks, guys. What a scene there in Pittsburgh. What a fine performance we've seen. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true 3-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and in the deep ball, he is a problem. And I don't think this defense has the solution. With that said, let's send it back to the guys in the Steel City.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. Pitt will try to boot this thing deep to start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Slips through the line. Got a little room. He's going to get loose. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
You know, we just went into half and we drew up all these adjustments and things we got to do differently to take advantage. How about the special teams coming out to start the second half and setting the tone, taking the kick all the way back for 6. You don't draw it up any better than that.
The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, you could make a case this is the game of the week in the SEC. South Carolina is ruling the roost right now. What an offensive showcase today. They can't be stopped. They're up by 18 over Kentucky. Games like these just mean more in the SEC, and we'll circle back if anything big happens you should see.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll start this third quarter with a run. Only a short gain on that run. Defense played it well.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Turning it on. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40.
Well, there's the offense trying to take advantage of this running back speed. I like the call. Handoff to the left, to the outside. Put him in space and let him go to work.
Oh, this defense wants to bring some pressure. The handoff as they run the counter play here. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
To the air on second down. It's complete to the left. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. Pittsburgh has a really nice drive going. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Still looking. Headed to the end zone. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Panthers. Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. And then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football.
Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Wolfpack! How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? And the extra point sails through for a 28-10 lead.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Red pass, it's complete. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Defense in press coverage. Wants to throw on first down. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And this defense just continues to dominate the football game. This score is lopsided. It's not looking good. But I know one thing. If you can't protect that guy, there's no chance for you to win this game or the future games.
The Panthers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this, and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense...
And the defense, they've got him at the 27. Pitt will have to boot this one away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. A high kick trying to pin them down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone, they're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
He'll toss it. He's brought down at the 49. That is well short of the first down. 1 for 2 on 4th down attempts so far, and we will get a 3rd attempt here. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And this will fall incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs. Pittsburgh offense is back on the field.
That is great job by this defense, coming up big on 4th down when it matters the most. You could tell they were dialed in. They knew they were going to throw the football. The defense was locked in on the quarterback. Great job defending the pass, forcing the incompletion on 4th down.
Bringing the heat. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. Looking to fire. Snagged in the middle. It's Banks. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
They're about to wear this punter out. He's already been out 4 times, staring at a 5th if they can't move the chains. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Pitt will line up to punt it away. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
The give to the tailback. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Big tight end makes the grab. 1st down, still on his feet.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down. You're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Fires to the right. Makes the catch. It's late. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down. If you like old school running games, this has been the game for you and a couple of guys who starred through the first 3 periods. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, NC State! And the beatdown has ensued. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. From the gun, running back on the move. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 16.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Quick completion on the out. He gets it up close to the 25. Out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 24. It's first down from back at their own 24-yard line. Leaves it with the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
This Pitt offense has been clicking on this drive. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Off the RPO, complete. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Panthers have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Leaves it with the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Yeah, and this offense, man, they just continue to struggle. And just, they need to find something that they do really, really well. And running the football late in the fourth quarter when you're getting beat by a good bit, that's probably not it. This offense needs to hit the gas, and they need to pitch and catch a little bit, throw the football around.
You've got to have pass rushing lane integrity when you face this quarterback. On 3rd down, someone gets out of his gap right up the middle. It's easy for the quarterback to see. He just tucks it and takes off and picks up the 1st down.
Pitt coming to the line after getting another 1st down. And off from the shotgun. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this game, and that's why they find themselves trailing late.
And we've seen a lot of that from this offense, unfortunately. Just quarterback and wide receivers just not in sync. And sometimes it happens, and they get out of sync, and they don't make big plays, but man, you're in a huge deficit. You need big plays down the field, so somebody's got to make a play for their quarterback.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. They go to the ground. Plows through the defense. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. The Panthers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Power football with the run. Breaks the tackle. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's got it again. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Yeah, and this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's later in the fourth quarter, later in the game, obviously. They need to start airing this thing out. We got to get back in this football game because I don't know if y'all realize this, but we're down by a lot.
Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Fires into the end zone. The incomplete pass, 4th down, fails, and they'll turn it over.
Tell you what, it gets late in the football game, man. I got to start being aggressive. When I'm in a hole and the clock's running out, like it's going to make me have to throw the football, be more aggressive, and this offense doesn't come through for their team, and now they're going to really need their defense to get some stops here in this football game in the fourth quarter.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. Good pickup on the ground there. Give him 5 to the 16-yard line. NC State comes to the line to deal with 3rd and short. Trying to pick it up on the ground. This offense has a little room and a fresh set of downs at the 23. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It's 1st down from their own 23-yard line. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
They'll leave it with him. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29. NC State comes to the line to deal with 3rd and short. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. But, you know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. To the air on 1st down. Punts it out of the air.
And listen, the defense playing really conservative, right? You got the lead, but here's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get sacks. I got to get to the quarterback. Like, I got to make sure I'm getting him, knocking him off the spot. Padding my stats, by the way. Got a lot of sacks late in games when we had a big lead, but that's okay. That's what you're supposed to do. Keep competing, defense.
And the Panthers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. Spits it out to the back. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
The Panthers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Pulls it in. The change will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half. Pittsburgh going to work with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw again. Quick completion on the out route. It's a fumble on the play. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a 2nd look. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Chucked it away just as he was hit.
This offensive line is not going to like watching the film back tomorrow when they get the opportunity, because they have gotten beat time and time again up front, especially in passing situations. All of the hits, all of the sacks that this quarterback has taken is the biggest reason why they're going to lose this game.
And that's kind of what we've seen from this offense all game long, man. It's been hard. It's been a struggle, and receiver and quarterback just not on the same page. Somebody out wide needs to step up, needs to make some plays for their QB, because they're in a huge hole, and they need some explosive passing plays.
It's incomplete, and the defense makes a stop and gets the football back. Leaves it with the back. This time stopped behind the line of scrimmage, and they're probably saying, finally, what a night he's had.
smart offense. I love it, man. Make them use that timeout, run the football. I can run the football and let that clock now tick inside of a minute. I'm in great situation to win this football game. Just be smart and keep that thing running.
NC State has to come up with a big play here on third down. Going with the ground game left. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. The Wolfpack will have to bring the punt team onto the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.
You got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All three phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents. Start from finish. Nothing to worry about. You just know you're better. You're going to do you, put up a bunch of points, and win by a lot of points.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.